We're 2 minutes late. He gets pissed. He gets pissed. Round up, homies. What's up, Round Up family? Come on in, guys. Come on in. Come on in. Forgot how to put my headphones on here.
Sound great. So
yeah.
It's all good. That big mic.
Gotta have this thing sitting on the desk, you know?
Yeah, I gotta, you know.
Oh, man, you got the Mac Daddy. I gotta step it up. Round Up. Good evening. Great evening to you. Greetings. Come on in. 20 people here. Jason, how's the weather in Pennsylvania, my friend? Where you at? That's where you at, right?
Yeah, Pennsylvania. It's 50 today. What?
Not chilly.
Well, no, that's warm. I'm saying in anticipation of like, I mean, normally it'd be like 23, you know. So 50 is like a heat wave.
That's good.
It's good.
Lord have mercy.
What about you? What's the weather like?
Yeah, it was about 55 here today, which is cold. I'm like, I'm ready to get back to my 65, 70, my friend.
Yeah. Well, I'll come visit.
Yeah, man. You got some friends or ties down here, right? Virginia Beach, you told me something like that?
Yeah. Yeah. Brother-in-law. My brother lives in Virginia there. So
sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. Round Up. Thanks for coming in. Thank you so much. Today, we've got an internet strategist here who is going to be talking about getting your leads in. Getting your leads. Everybody wants to know, how do we find these secret, elusive, motivated sellers? And y'all already know I'm out scrounging the internet, scrounging my friends. I had a talk with a heavy hitter about a week ago, and he was telling me about this service. So we're going to get right to it. Greetings, class. I am Kris Haskins. My mission and ministry is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship. Doing that, I have to bring you the best and brightest and most up-to-date information to get your business light speed ahead of where you are right now. You might be doing 1 or 2 deals here and there. If you want to crank it up, great. You're looking for your first deal, we want to help you crank that up as well. And Jason Drohn is an expert internet geek. You can see the shirt he has on. He almost looks like he's walking around with a laptop, just walking around, fixing, putting out fires, helping people get their leads put together. He's got all these systems and cool little computer geeky stuff that I will not do. So I'm going to hire other people to do what they do best. And as Ron LeGrand told me, Kris, stay out of their way. Stay out of their way. Right? So, Jason Drohn, how you doing, bro?
I'm fantastic. Yourself?
Yeah, everything's smooth, brother. I'm excited to hear what you have to say tonight.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. We got a lot of interesting takeaways, a lot of cool stories. We're gonna show some examples of some pretty big checks. Not mine. You know, so it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, this is cool. So round up, get your notes ready to get taking notes and get prepared. Right now, before we get started, I got to pay some bills. Make sure you get registered up. Tonight is the last day to register for the Real Estate Wholesaling Academy with Vince and Greg. They will be teaching you how to get started wholesaling real estate next week, St. Patrick's Day, y'all. Get registered up. The deadline is tonight, all right? Vince is going to show you how to use that MLS, how to use realtors. Greg does cold calling, text messaging, and all that neat stuff. These are my secret weapons whenever I have issues with just with getting in the gutters, dirty, sticky kitchen table stuff. These guys are hip to all the new little wholesaling secrets and tips that they're doing. So get registered up for that. 2 days, y'all. All right, brother Jason, what we got? Give me the backstory, man. What brings us here today?
Man, backstory. All right, so like way back backstory?
No, this
is way back backstory. So way back backstory. Used to be a Pepsi truck driver. 15 years ago, fell in love with the internet. I actually fell in love with the idea of digital real estate, you know, having a domain name and being able to put something on the website, you know, like put something on the line, you know, and make money from it. Literally, that was like the goal. That was the dream. And interestingly enough, I stumbled into this profession reading a half-baked ebook that was about how to be a professional blogger. And I was like, well, I can be. I write. I can be a professional blogger. Like I should be able to do this. Little did I know the ebook wasn't finished, so I ended up stumbling around and trying to figure something out. And I stumbled into WordPress, and then I started writing a blog, and I think I maxed out at like 4 visitors a month, and was making some money with Google AdSense. And to make a long story short, I ended up like starting to do my own research, how to make money online, how to find traffic, how to get traffic, how to rank in Google, and ended up checking every box all along the way from affiliate marketing. I was a super affiliate for some huge brands, way back in the day. Building a email list to 75,000 people, started working with clients, building their own sales funnels, sold millions of dollars of my own stuff, and now we're just kind of in a space where I work with clients all day, and my whole team works with clients all day, and everything from lead gen to self-fulfilling or self-liquidating offers to building automated webinars and coaches and consultants, and we work in a lot of spaces, so we drive their paid traffic and everything. So that's kind of the transition, I guess.
So basically, with all that sums up to, you were kind of like an internet geek.
I was an internet geek. Yeah, totally. Well, and I'm living in Pennsylvania. It was like the only way for me to do this stuff was to learn it and do it. So I had to learn how to write copy. I had to learn how to build websites and sales funnels and run traffic and get stuff ranked in Google. And so that's my backstory.
Sweet. Well, you've been doing this stuff for real estate investors, man. That's why you are here. Internet and real estate. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah. So do you want me to start showing slides? Or?
Let's do it, my brother. Yes.
All right. We got some slides. Very cool. All right. So basically what I wanted to share tonight was it was the evolution of real estate lead gen. So how to use like a real estate lead gen machine to produce 583% return on ad spend in your first month. Now, crazy. I mean, like everything we do is very direct response based. We're like I tell people, we're an agency, but kind of not really. Like we do direct response marketing. We sit in the space between like website and web development and ads. So we don't talk about impressions. We don't talk about like a lot of the stuff that agencies care about. We talk about return on ad spend. That's kind of like our love language, if you will. So tonight is really all about learning. I'm going to walk through what we do for our clients to generate leads. In specifically how we generate leads in the real estate space. This stuff can be applied to a lot of other verticals. We apply it to a lot of other verticals, but Kris, I know, is huge in the real estate space, so I figured this would be a good presentation. So what we're going to cover: how to generate highly qualified leads for pennies on the dollar and print money by closing more deals more quickly. We're also going to talk about how to weaponize your email automations to increase open rates and create new customers on autopilot, and how to stand out on Facebook with ad strategies that help you attract raving fans, not just cold leads. So if you're joining us today, then you probably struggle from at least one of the big 3 challenges many people in the real estate industry face. So you can't attract enough qualified leads, you can't close enough deals, and you have no idea how to profitably scale your business. So let's make a deal. Pay close attention to this short presentation. Put your phone on do not disturb, turn off your TV, close the door, get rid of any other distractions, and get a pen and paper or a notepad and get ready to take some notes, because I promise you will leave here tonight or today, wherever you are this afternoon, with a clear, actionable path forward to instantly improving your real estate business with a steady stream of highly qualified leads who want to do business with you.
Sweet.
No cold calling, no bandit signs, no random leads or doors slammed in your face. You can kiss all of that stuff goodbye. So this is one of our absolute favorite clients, and his name is Real Estate Steve. So Real Estate Steve his long name is Steve Zumigo, Real Estate Steve Zumigo, and his wife Gina. So we started working with him last summer, and literally his success has me questioning the fact that I am not a real estate investor myself. So what he said, DFY marketing systems and procedures are the best of the best. If you look to grow your business, whatever it may be, then you need to delegate the marketing to a company that gets results. This is that company. Do yourself the favor and do whatever they tell you. Your future company will be counting your millions. So an interesting story about Steve. 7 years ago, we found out we were pregnant, and we were pregnant with our first kid, our Sebastian, who's 6 now. He was, we needed to move. We were in a 900 square foot house. We had to get into a bigger house. One of the open houses we were at was this Steve, before he took on the moniker Real Estate Steve. He was just, a broker working in an open house. And somewhere along he actually sold me the house that we're in right now. Sweet. Somewhere along the way, I told him to buy Zillow ads, and he did. So he bought Zillow ads, and all of a sudden he started closing a ton of deals. I didn't know that I was the inspiration for that. Then like 3 or 4 years later, I see him out and about, and he's like, man, I found this group of real estate, these real estate gurus. And I started investing like them, and he's added like 120 doors. Well, wouldn't you know, last summer we started running his traffic, and the results are just absolutely crazy. We're going to show you some of the checks that him and a couple of our other investors brought in. So, plus everyone who stays tonight, all the way through the end, is going to get a crazy bonus. So I'm going to give away a video ad script for Facebook video ads responsible for 6 figures in profit in 2020 that you can rip and deploy in your own market. So you can rip this thing, just sit in front with your mobile phone and just deliver this video ad script, and you're going to be able to use it in your local market to dominate the space. Gotcha. But first, let's get a couple quick legal things out of the way. So what you're going to discover in the next 90 minutes or 60 minutes or however long this presentation goes are the strategies and tactics that took me over a decade to figure out. Doing this full time. In digital marketing, micro decisions matter, meaning a successful campaign is the result of hundreds of small decisions. So it's not just one way to set up an ad. It's the precise language that you use in the ad. It's the keywords that you target. It's the image that you choose. It's the other images that you split test against the control. There are so many micro decisions that matter in internet marketing that not just one thing or 2 things or 3 things, it's hundreds of things that add up to a successful campaign. So what I'm going to show you is the stuff that has worked for us. This training is for educational purposes only. Implement and use at your own risk. So why should you listen to me? I'm not a real estate investor. I'm a former Pepsi truck driver. I'm known as the get shit done guy. And my superpowers, really, this is my little Pepsi bottling group business card there. I dug out of a shelf, I don't know, a closet somewhere. But my superpowers are building sales systems, marketing automation, and driving traffic. Those are the 3 things that I am really good at and my team is really good at. My company, doneforyou.com, is behind the scenes of some of the biggest brands in real estate. So I'm not going to play this testimonial, but this is Jay Connor. He's one of our oldest clients. We've been working with him for a really long time. He's a private money authority. So he gets on stage, Ron LeGrand stage and Lou Brown stage, and he sells a bunch of his own digital products. And we work with lots and lots of real estate gurus in the space, people that you follow, I guarantee it. So how did a former truck driver end up working with real estate marketers and drive seller leads so successfully? So in 2016, 5 years ago, one of the real estate coaches that I was working with in New York was buying leads for $300 per lead. So Kris, if you were buying leads from a lead broker, how much do you expect to pay? Just out of curiosity.
You're talking about internet leads?
Yeah, internet leads, like,
75, $100 maybe.
Okay. And how many of those leads do you need to get through in order to actually get a deal?
Generally, man, I got to tell you, the last 4 we've done, I would say anywhere between 10, 15,
10,
17 maybe.
15 leads? Yeah,
Mhm.
totally. Yeah. So depending on where you're getting your leads, I mean, sometimes they're, like Kris said, $100. Sometimes they're $300 or $400, and those leads are getting sold to 2 or 3 or 4 people in the same area, in the same like tranche, And they sucked, for this particular client. They sucked. They were, just spending a fortune per lead, and they were no good. So what we did, since we were running his like coaching funnels and his lead generation, I just offered to help. So I put together a 3-step lead gen system: Facebook ads, Google ads, and retargeting. So, and all of that pointed to a lead gen website. So it pointed to a website or a landing page that collected that lead. Now most of our clients just use Carrot, Carrot, or there's Dreams, or there's lots of other, like, there's lots of real estate lead gen kind of systems out there. And some of them are better than others, but you need a lead gen website to collect the leads. So with that model, where you run your own traffic and you collect them on your own website, you control 100% of the data. You own everything. Not only do you own all the contact information flowing through your system, the emails, the phone numbers, the names, whatever, you also control the data associated with all of those leads, the pixel data, the Facebook, pixel, all 2,000 data points that Facebook knows of them. You can now capitalize on inside a Facebook ads. Plus, you get all the future marketing you could ever want from this person. So SMS messages, email marketing, push notifications, if you want to do chatbots, all of that stuff you can do on your own website. If you just buy a lead from somebody, you have the contact information, sure, but if they don't answer the phone, that's done, So this is your marketing, your brand, not just lead generation. So what I'm about to teach you is how to instantly scale your real estate lead gen, so that you can start implementing immediately and collect checks like this one of $32,000, $32,023.54. This was one deal that we sent one of our clients. Another one, $6,000, and another one, $87,000. $87,909. These just three deals, 3 leads from Facebook that we sent. Another one for $5,100. Another one for $20,000. And sometimes, every once in a while, our clients just get a really big stack of cash. So every once in a while. So this is a proven formula that has been developed over the last 4 years with 100, probably at least 100 clients. And we call it the DFY Real Estate Lead Gen Engine. There's 3 channels. There's Facebook ads, Google ads, and retargeting. Now, Google ads, so what I always tell people is Google. Google is search-based. So people are looking specifically because they have a problem. I mean, they go to Google and they type, I want to sell my house for cash. And then because of the zip code they are in, an ad pops up. It's 100% search-based, meaning they have the problem right now. And because they have the problem right now, typically that lead is highly qualified and also expensive. So, and it can be more expensive when you don't know what you're doing. So people really shy away from it. So Google AdWords is not the easiest thing in the world to master. They have courses and all that other stuff, but until you get in and you're spending money, you don't learn nearly as quickly. And it's really more complicated to manage unless you've got a lot of experience. That's Google Ads. Great lead source. You get a lot of seller leads from Google usually, but it's very costly, and it's even more costly when you don't know what you're doing. So who has run Google Ads in the past? So in general, in the chat, Kris, you've run Google Ads, right?
I actually never have. I've run Facebook.
Really?
Yeah, remember, I think we talked before. I'm spending a shit ton of money. I'm like, I want to just
Facebook, yeah, man.
that's why we're here. That's why.
Yeah. So Google, yes, Google. Google gives you very, very high quality ads or high quality leads. However, they're expensive, because people have the problem right now, So it's just it's all in the keyword phrases that you pick. It's the ad text and all of that other stuff. So now, so here's just an example. Google Ads campaign. You can see the conversions here. Like I said, they're a little bit more expensive than like just a ho-hum lead. But 15 conversions, $195 per conversion, 20 conversions, $121 per conversion there. So a blended average. This was actually 2 different cities that we were targeting. So 35 leads, $153.
So for people that don't know what a conversion is, Jason, just give them a 30-second.
Yeah, so conversion is a fully qualified lead. So that person hit your website, filled out the form, gave you their phone number, gave you their address, gave you their email address. So
they're ready.
They're ready. I mean, these are, you pick up like this person, you pick up the phone and call them as soon as you see that number. Like it comes through on your cell phone, like as a notification that a lead come in. You literally click it and hello, I heard you're interested in selling a house or whatever you're doing. You run the script.
Okay.
So that's Google. So Google, a little bit more expensive on a lead cost standpoint. However, super, super high quality. Like these 35 leads here, I want to say like 11 of them closed because they're super high quality. They searched for them. Now, retargeted ads. So retargeted ads, it's still advertising, just a little bit different. Now, retargeted ads only show up to somebody who visited your website. So this person, they came to your website, they clicked a couple pages, maybe they came to your website and then left, but they were on your website. They saw your logo, they saw your branding. They were there for a reason. They were there probably because either they clicked an ad, somebody referred them to you, they clicked an whatever, but they were there for a reason. So what we do is we continue to show them ads around the internet for usually the next 30 days. So people in the real estate space, when they're looking to sell a house, buy a house, whatever, they usually have a problem for a very short amount of time. So this isn't, like you have some people that just like to perpetually go on to look at open houses. Like there are those people. They're not really even in the market. They're just bored on a Sunday afternoon or Saturday, wherever you are. But the seller, the committed seller or the committed buyer, they're usually committed for 30 days or so. So they kind of, especially if they're trying to get rid of a house, they were willed a house or whatever, and they're just trying to get rid of it. They're trying to offload it, and they're looking for somebody to buy it for top dollar. So that person is going to make their decision in 30 days. So that's one of the reasons why we only show the retargeted ads for 30 days. Now, for those who don't know what retargeting is basically when a banner follows you around the internet after you.
So sneaky.
Right. I mean, so the quintessential example is if you go to book a hotel in Las Vegas.
Oh God.
And then you leave the website without booking a hotel room. What happens? You start seeing the Taj Mahal and all of the Vegas things up all over the place. Mm-hmm. You're being retargeted, because they know that you want to go to Las Vegas, and now they're just going to continue throwing that banner ad up in front of you.
Gotcha.
So we do the same thing with real estate. So if we're reasonably assured that somebody has a house that they want to sell, because they were on our website, because they watched some of the Facebook video, which is the next example, because they did something, they took some action that showed that they were committed to some degree, then we want to show them ads, and we want to show them ads for the next 30 days. So that's what retargeting is. Retargeted ads can be banner ads. They can be videos. They can even be retargeted email. So there are services out there that if somebody lands on your website, even if they do not give you their email address, you can still send them email. You can send them a retargeted email.
Unreal.
It's so sneaky. It's so you can actually send them a postcard too. So think about that. Somebody hits your website, and somewhere in the great beyond of the cloud, there is there's a database that connects that IP address with an address, and then sends it to a printer to mail a postcard. That is scary. So retargeting is the great beyond. But the thing is, retargeting, I mean, you get between 8 and 11 times return on investment. So it is the most profitable kind of advertising that you're going to do.
Retargeting.
Is retargeting.
Is that a little bit cheaper too, Jason, in the grand scheme of I'm paying to get it, but then am I paying the same amount to keep hitting them?
Yes. So it's a little bit cheaper.
Gotcha.
But really what it does is it's just a focal point. All of your traffic who comes to your website, only they see your ads. Gotcha. So it's not necessarily cheaper per click, but it is cheaper in the entire scheme of things. Like you can have $100 a week budget, and you can reasonably serve ads to 10, 20,000 people every week. So it's just a very, very hyper-focused
Sweet.
set.
Let me reintroduce you, Jason, for my Rounduppers that just joined us, if you don't mind.
Cool.
Roundup family, what's up? This is tonight we're just doing a training on getting motivated sellers online. A lot of you guys are looking for ways to find leads. How would I find these subject to? Wholesale, lease option, they all start with lead gen. Jason Drohn is a lead gen strategist, so I brought him on here. He's doing some unbelievable things with some of the members of my mastermind, right? So we're bringing him on board. So I wanted to just share with him. And I've already beat him in the head to give you a special. So you got to stay on here to take hold of that, as well as the script that he's going to give out for you too. Jason Drohn, keep going, my friend.
Well, thank you for the reintroduction.
Yep.
That is fantastic.
We got 85 people here tonight with us.
Man. All right. So Facebook ads. Now, Facebook ads. Who has done Facebook ads? Kris, you've done Facebook ads.
I got to tell you, I love I haven't done what you, that's why I'm talking to you. I want to do the video. I'm like, man, I need to get to implement this video thing. So
these videos are hot. So here's the thing about Facebook ads. They're easy to understand. Now they're difficult to find your audience. Like they used it, like Russia privacy thing. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it was pretty easy to find an audience. Now, like finding an audience is sometimes a little bit difficult. The thing about Facebook though is images are less effective. You can still run images, but there's a thing about video. This is why we use video. Video not only gives you cheaper clicks, but it also lets you retarget. So, AKA previous slide, lets you retarget the people who watch more than 15%, 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 3 seconds of your video. Mm-hmm. So what that means is somebody comes in, they're scrolling through, they stop and watch your video for 10 seconds. Now you have them in a group that you can retarget them and show them any ad you want for however long you want up for 6 months. So you're building an audience on Facebook's back. So Kris, imagine everybody who watched 10 seconds of this video. I mean, you could advertise to only those people and build your audience on YouTube's back. That's pretty cool, right?
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
So video is how we use Facebook. Because Facebook is the easiest to set up, however, some people assume that it's the best too. But it's easiest to make some really, really big mistakes when you're finding seller leads. Now, the biggest problem people have with getting great results from Facebook is they just use it the wrong way. So first of all, they set up the wrong targeting. The easiest way to waste a lot of money on Facebook is to target the wrong people or to try to target everyone. Mm-hmm. Now, if you're a major brand like Coca-Cola or Disney or McDonald's, you can afford to target everyone, but if so, you wouldn't be watching this webinar. You need to show your ads to the people who want to sell their property. That's a pretty specific type of person. So as I mentioned before, Facebook offers many types of ads and options beyond targeting. So for example, there are page post ads, there are boosted posts, there are sponsor stories, there are carousel ads, there are video ads, and there's a lot of others. So they have a lot of different types of advertising. And the reason they have a lot of different types of advertising is because they are running out of ad inventory. So here's what that means.
What do you mean by that?
So there's so many advertisers on the Facebook platform that are gobbling up the newsfeed ads, the good ones, the newsfeed ads. So what they're trying to do is squeeze all kinds of additional ad placements in all over the place. So in the marketplace, stories, like stories literally is just a function of, they
Messenger and all that.
Somewhere, right? Messenger. There's all kinds of different placement. Not all of them are the same. So if you don't know what you're picking, like if you're like, well, I'm just going to pick the marketplace, or I'm just going to pick the audience network. Well, audience network is bad traffic, like bad as in, I would say a worse word, but this is a friendly podcast.
Wow.
So you can optimize your ads for website clicks, for conversions, for post engagement. There's so many different settings in there. Most of the ad types and options work well in some situations, but they don't work in all the situations. And until you get in there and mess around and spend a bunch of money, you don't have any idea of what actually works and what doesn't. Mistake number 3 is budgeting incorrectly. So Facebook gives you a lot of control over your ad budget. Each ad set you can post daily, a daily budget. But what happens is, one of the problems, because it's all algorithmically based, it's all based on, the big brother algorithm running in the background that has more data on all of us than what we would care to realize. So when you have $5 a day, and then all of a sudden you increase it to $50 a day, the algorithm freaks out. It has no idea it has no idea how to spend that money, because previously it was only at $5 a day. You would expect that if you 10x your ad budget, you're going to get 10 times the leads.
Yeah.
It doesn't work that way. You might get 2 times the leads for like 4 or 5 days until the algorithm starts to figure itself back out again. But if you immediately slam that ad, you disable the campaign, you disable the ad, whatever, then you break it again. So it's a wait and see thing, kind of. What you have to do is you increase your budget 50% a day. So you go from 5 to 750, and 750 to like 11, and 11 to 15, and then little 50% increments don't break the budget. So just a nice little.
That's a good nugget there.
Little nugget, yeah.
Thank you.
Now, another thing. Too many people set their Facebook ad campaigns. They don't pay attention to the results. Now, this is nobody on this presentation, I'm sure. Everybody who is advertising is logging in daily to check their results, or at least they should be, So, but if you weren't logging in daily to check your results, you would see that your ads sometimes go a little haywire. You might set your $50 a day budget, and it might be $300 in a day. And if you don't check on them for 2 or 3 days, then you come back and you spend $1,000 and you got 4 leads. So that's one of the reasons why, like, just good daily management is necessary when you're running leads. Sometimes an ad is going to stop working. You got to test and optimize in anticipation of it stopping working, because not every ad works forever. And really, besides monitoring your ads, you should be testing new ones. We test 35 different variations of ads every single week. Every single week, we test 5 different images, 4 or 5 different headlines. Like, we're always testing new text and new images. We'll drop in a new video like once a month, and then re-optimize that thing. Sometimes a new ad that is just a little slightly bit different, even one word, can perform dramatically better or worse.
Wow. I think as real estate investors are used to, even me, buy the house, boom, get a check for the rest of your life. You hold the house. I mean, it's just a different mindset. And I think that is how the internet works. The internet is changing constantly. That was one of the things I had to grasp, Jason. Like, the internet, the nature of it is to change at least, at the minimum every 6 months. The whole thing is just and it's alive.
Oh yeah, totally. It totally is. So you got to keep testing. You got to keep rocking. So think about what your goals are, and that's really at the end of the day. You got to think about what your goals are. Some of the metrics that we track for our clients: cost per lead, big one; cost per email lead, cost per click, how much does every click cost? Cost per action. So in this particular context, a cost per action is a fully qualified lead. So somebody who gives you all their, their name, address, phone number, email. And then with Facebook, it's a 3-second view and a 15-second view are big metrics for us, what we track. Now, by mastering the numbers, this is some of the stuff you get. So this is some Facebook results. So here we, for this particular campaign, we're tracking 3-second plays. So how many times could we get or how many people could we get watching 3 seconds of a video? 100,000 3-second views for only 35 cents per through play. Now here's the deal. This is in Erie, Pennsylvania with me. This is one of Steve Zumigill's ads. I'm going to show you that in a minute. This ad generated him, I think, $280,000 last year after June. In the last 6 months of the year, this ad generated him that much money. Mm-hmm. There are only 120,000 people in Erie, Pennsylvania. So the fact that he got 100,000 3-second views for his video tells you that everybody saw it once. Now, Steve became an absolute rock star in this space, like in our city. He gets out of his car and they're like, I saw you on Facebook. He walked into a bar. He walked country club. He walked into a country club. I was with him. They were like, wow, yeah, I saw your ad on Facebook. It's like, no way. He's a real estate investor. He is a cash for house real estate investor. And people are like, wow, I saw your ad. Sweet. So here's the leads that resulted in that. 67 leads, average per lead $89. I can't tell you how many. I think he closed 14 or 15 of these places. I'm
happy to spend that. Yeah, I'm like, yes. Right.
Yeah. And not to mention, when he walks into a house, it's already pre-sold because they saw the Facebook ad. Mm-hmm. So here's the videos. So this is the first video that he did here over on the right. So hopefully you can hear this.
Hey,
can you hear that?
My name is Steve.
Yeah.
Miguel. Real Estate Steve is actually what my friends call me. I'm in the business of buying houses for cash, fast. It doesn't matter what kind of shape it's in. If it's in a busy neighborhood or on a street corner, I don't care about any of that. In fact, one of the most common questions we get is, hey, I want to sell my house, but the process is so complicated. What do I do? Luckily, we've done this hundreds of times. We have been helping people sell for cash for years and have a simple process that's fast and easy for you. No matter what the situation, the first step is always the same. Click the button below. Fill out the form or call us. One of our home buying specialists will get the details and we can figure out the next steps. That could be making an offer right over the phone, or doing a quick visit just to make sure everything lines up. If you're happy and we're happy, the next step is we sign the paper and move to closing. You get your cash and go on your way, and that's it. That's the simple process by doing business here with us. Can't wait to hear from you soon.
Freedom Sky Real Estate.
So that was the first one. And the first one did awesome, but because we test new videos, we recorded. This is the second one that we recorded, and I actually he's in Erie, so I actually shot this. I didn't do a great job shooting and editing it, but it actually outperformed the first video.
Ugly is fine, dude. Ron LeGrand always said, "Kris, ugly is okay. It doesn't have to be perfect."
Ron hates this video, but he's the first. No, he hates this second one, but he's the second one. Yeah, he's the first one to say. Yeah, but it crushed it. Like he was like, if I'm getting $80 leads, I'm doing it all day.
I bet. He's a master too.
Hey everybody.
Hi, I'm Real Estate Steve.
And I'm Mrs. Real Estate Steve.
And we are Freedom Sky Real Estate.
And we want to buy your house.
You know, one of the most common questions that we get asked is, how do I sell my house? I want to sell my house. It seems like such a complicated process, and we want to make it really simple for you. You understand that many of the people that come to us had, difficult situations. Maybe a death in the family, might be a financial hardship, separation from a spouse, maybe medical problems. We understand that, and we sympathize. We're empathetic towards that, and we want to help you get through that. And that is why we have developed a very simple 3-step process to help you get through selling your house.
Yeah, so first you're going to go online either to our website or just give us a call. And our home buying specialist will call you and we'll get more details on your house. And we can give you an offer right over the phone.
Next step, if you like that offer, you can come out to the house, do a simple walkthrough to make sure everything lines up. And if you're happy and we're happy, we'll okay the paperwork that time. And we go ahead and move the closing.
And you can get your cash as little as 7 days or on your timeline.
So we're here to help you. If you want to sell your house, we'd love for you to be a part of our process, part of our family at Freedom Sky Real Estate. Give us a call or go online now. We're here to help you.
Freedom Sky Real Estate. We buy your house for cash, easy and fast.
So that video, what did you think, Kris?
I mean, it could have been smoother, but I mean, he was just there laying out the bullets.
Yeah, he was. Well, right, exactly. So the script that we give away at the end is going to be a modified version of this script.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
that's how people need is how to read
the
it.
video, the vertical video kills it. So in terms of if you have widescreen and vertical, the vertical is going to get like 5 times more plays, and it's also going to get it's like 8 times longer watches. I don't know what it is about but it's just like being mobile, it's like you're scrolling, and when you see a vertical video, for whatever reason, I don't know, like it just works better. So always use vertical where you can.
Gotcha. That's worth tonight. Y'all give him a thumbs up for that. Y'all give him slash that thumbs up button for that one. Thank you for that one, Jason.
Yeah, and we got the ad script coming. So Facebook ads is really just one part of what we do. We do Facebook, Google, retargeted. And so the Facebook campaigns, like I'm not going to go through all the stuff that we do for our clients, but we go through, we set up, we do all the video editing for those vertical and horizontal videos. We set up the ad pixel on the website from a conversion standpoint. We set up all the ad copy and custom audiences. We also, in Google, we'll go through and create the Google campaigns front to back. So we'll do the keyword research for ads. We'll set up the ad campaign front to back. We'll write all the copy, add the negative keywords, all of that stuff to get Google up and running. And then we also do strategy meetings. We do the lead gen website setup, whether it's Dreams, Carrot, whatever platform. Yeah, whatever platform you want to use. We like Carrot a lot. We do continual ad split testing. We do reporting dashboards. So there's daily reporting dashboard. You can just log in and see how the analytics are looking on your account. And we also do email and phone support. So all in all, with Facebook ads, Google ads, retargeting, and the account support, the people, human support, is $6,000 a month. And then we also do a one-time setup fee of $2,500. So all in all, it's $8,500 for the first month, $6,000 a month after that. But you have a good friend and a mentor who literally twisted my arm from many states away and said, dude, I need a discount for my guys, my peeps, So you're not going to be paying $6,500 a month.
Thank you.
Right?
Well, my round-uppers are being possible. That's exactly why we're here.
Right, exactly. So, and it's worth every penny, it's $6,500 a month. You saw the checks, like one check, boom, done. And if you get a check like that every month, it's like it's game over. This is what other investors you've heard from. They've used our leads and generated hundreds of thousands of dollars. $20,000, $6,000, $87,000, $32,000. So. But because you're with Kris, though, you're not going to even be paying $4,000 a month or even $2,000 a month. When you enroll in the Done For You Real Estate Lead Gen engine today, you'll get it for only $1,500 a month. And that is if you go to doneforyou.com/Kris, KRIS. This is Andrew Schlag. I don't know if any of you know. You know Andrew, Kris. That's how we met.
Yeah, it's my boy.
Andrew.
He's on here right now, actually listening to you talk.
Dude. Okay, so he's going to listen to himself talk about us talking about himself. Yeah, you know what I mean.
He's right here. Turn him up. I can't hear him, Jason.
There we go.
This is the guy here, y'all. Yeah, I don't know, y'all. Dude, you guys need to have a mastermind. This man, unbelievable.
All right. Here you go.
Why you guys have transformed our business, made such a huge impact.
And we're going to go back and restart that. There you go.
Hey guys, it's Andrew Slag. I wanted to take a second and say thank you so much to Jason and his team at DFY. You guys have transformed our business, made such a huge impact in our lead flow and our close rate. We're closing 1 out of every 9 leads that we get from you right now. And that's huge, transformative, as I said, for our business. So thank you guys for everything you do. Such a pleasure to work with, and looking forward to working together for many years to come.
Sweet.
There's Andrew. So now, this is your marketing. So when we work with a client, it's your marketing, it's your business in your local area. You own the leads, and we're going to be doing it all inside your ad account. So this is as transparent as it gets. Like, and one of the reasons I do this is because when I started, years and years ago, I didn't know how to run my own traffic. And there was this company, and they were like, you know what, listen, just send us a check for $10,000 in the mail, and then we're going to run traffic for you. And I'm like, okay, well, cool. You came highly recommended, whatever. So send them a check. They cashed the check. I called them back like 6 weeks later, and I was like, all right, so when is traffic going to start? And they're like, oh, we already sent it. I'm like, whoa, wait. You mean what? Like, yeah, we already sent the traffic. I mean, I don't know. Maybe you missed an email or something. And I'm like, no, I did not absolutely miss an email. But here, gone, wasted, done. So like when we run traffic for all of our clients, it's in their ad account. It's 100% transparency. You can log them whenever you want and see the leads, the sales, like everything, the leads and dollars spent and clicks and all that stuff inside your own ad account. You own it. It's your marketing. You own the leads. It's all inside your CRM, all that stuff. Now, but here's the thing. If you haven't closed 3 deals from the leads we send, after 3 months of working together, we'll continue working with you for free until that 3rd deal closes. Now, obviously, the caveat to this is that you must be calling your leads back, and you must be doing advertising online to qualify. So, and I shouldn't have to put those 2 things in there, because every once in a while we'll let somebody and we'll like, well, I haven't called my people back. I'm like, we sent you 63 leads.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Like, so there is that part of personal responsibility that you do need to take when you embark on something like this. But that's our deal. Now, here's the kicker. So because our clients blanket their markets with Google, Facebook, retargeting ads so quickly, we can only work with 1 real estate client per area. So in Grant Cardone's words, our clients are omnipresent in their market. They are literally freaking everywhere, because they're in Facebook, they're in Google, they're in retargeting. There is not a place in your zip codes that your prospects can hide, online at least. So you get to pick up to 3 zip codes that will be exclusively yours. They are yours until you cancel, which we hope you never do. The first person to claim that area by enrolling in our program wins it. So everyone afterward will either be moved to a less preferable area, might be a couple of zip codes over or like on the side or whatever, added to a wait list, or refunded. So one of the 3 things happens. It's up to you, totally up to you. Now, some common questions. How much time does it take? Usually 30 minutes for onboarding, and then 60 minutes to record the video ad, is typical scenario. After that, your responsibility is working your leads and occasional update calls with my team. So it might be, hey, I closed the first lead you sent me, or there might be 3 or 4 leads that, whatever. So we just need to know how the lead quality is. How much are leads? So this is kind of a blanket question. How much are leads? Typically, they're $100 to $140, depending on your market, where you are. The exception is California. So California is typically 3 times more expensive for everything. So you can plan on spending $300 to $400 per fully qualified lead in California.
Yeah, but you're making 3 or 4 times as much money anyway.
Exactly. So it's all relative. So, right. You get $40,000 on an assignment fee, yeah, it is what it is. How many leads close? So you heard Andrew say 1 in 9, which I think is a safe number. That's what a lot of our clients tell me. I do get texts every once in a while that, somebody closed 5 deals in a week, or 3 deals in a week. And usually there's this thing, group think, it's like everybody tends to do something at the same time, regardless of whether they know somebody or not. And I feel that way about sometimes these deals. Like it might be, working the deal, and then all of a sudden you close a bunch in the same week. So it's a hugely profitable week, but it might have taken you a month or so to get there.
Gotcha.
What kind of deals? Well, there's fix and flip, there's wholesale, there's lease option, you name it. Everybody on this call knows more about the real estate, what actually goes into a real estate deal than I do. I'm perfectly happy just being the marketer who sends great leads to people just like you. Ron LeGrand told me he doesn't want me as a real estate investor. I wasn't allowed to join his courses. Like I just need to do what I do. So,
I thought you do 1 or 2 deals. I thought you told me you had something in the contract or something.
I have a commercial.
Yeah, bill. Man, you count, man. Come on, you matter.
Thank you.
All right.
So again, $1,500 a month. Go to doneforyou.com/Kris to enroll. There's more detail on that page, all the testimonials, and there's all the things that are included and what we need to get started and all that stuff. We're also I'm going to go through the page too, because there's a couple places you can sign up for a sales call.
Yep.
A call with our team, and you can jump on and ask whatever questions you want to make sure it's a good fit and all that stuff. It's not like this isn't like an urgency close or anything.
I want my roundup to know, like, even scheduling him today, y'all, when he says team, he got 2 or 3 people that are, matter of fact, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3. These people are emailing you, and they email me on a Sunday. I'm like, wow, this is really cool, Jason.
Yes, we try. Yeah.
Cool.
So Michael is our account rep. He's going to be he's watching this as well. So he might be in the comments. I don't know. So doneforyou.com/Kris is the get to action. The ad script is at doneforyou.com/REI. REI is where the ad script is. So we're going to cover that in a minute. I think I'm done with the slides.
Roundup. If you're just joining us, I got to reintroduce you to Jason. People coming and going on the internet. Guys, listen, Kris, doneforyou.com/Kris. You have to go there to get the price that we've negotiated for you. Jason running these ads on the internet. My motto was, I got it from Larry Goins. If you can find a spouse online, you can find a house online. So why not at least give it a shot? Is it the cheapest thing to do? No. This is not for broke people. And I'm just saying that. Y'all know I love you guys. I love you. Yep. My thing as I age, I want to write a check. I want it to be done. I want it to be done right. And I want the people accountable that I'm dealing with. I want to email them, that whether it was on a Saturday and Sunday, I want them to get back to me, say, listen, it's not working, but we're doing this. Boom, 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 boom. So Jason has proven to me that he's doing that. So I'm looking forward to this venture with Jason. Get signed up. The link, if you don't see it here, that it will be in the video description below to get started with your online ads, guys.
Totally. We should probably kick through that page. What do you think?
Yeah, hit it, man. It's 50 minutes roundup. Get your questions in the chat. If you got any questions for Jason, I had 1 million questions for him also.
Yeah, so let me share. So this is where the script is, guys. So it's doneforyou.com/REI. So that sends you to this page. So here's your script. Click this button, and it's going to open up that script. So this is a Facebook promo video for your video ad campaigns. So the type of video. So we want full motion video, meaning, you take your phone and you hold it in front of you, or whichever way you like to hold it in front of you. You hold it in front of you, and then you just talk into it. So if you're a client, we edit it for you. If you're not a client, then there's plenty of editing software out there. 2 different teleprompters that you can use. There's Teleprompter Pro for iPhone. There's Easy Prompter, which is kind of my favorite for desktop. And what you just want to do, you want to make sure that like it, it's the script is kind of narrow, like right below your camera, so you don't see your eyes moving back and forth. We usually tell folks to record it once inside, once outside. If you're like me and it's like cold and snowy outside, don't go outside. Just go to like a well-lit room. It doesn't have to be your office or anything, but something, just be real. That's the biggest thing. I mean, just be real, be authentic, be transparent. And I know those are all very, very loaded words. But at the end of the day, just be you. That's all you. I mean, Steve is authentically him, like, and his videos kill it.
Yeah, you ain't gotta be a master presenter for this stuff, guys. I promise you. People, what I tell my daughters, people that are watching this are way worse than you are regarding presentation.
Yeah, totally. And then here's your script. So, hey, my name is blank. We're in the business of buying and selling properties for cash, blah, blah, blah. So you can go ahead, rip that thing, record it, run it. And then, of course, if you are going to be signing up for us, with us, then just come on board, send us the video, and we'll take care of everything else from there.
Nice.
Let's see now. If you're signing up for us, butdonefyou.com/Kris, KRIS, and then you're going to go to a page that looks like this. So Done For You Lead Gen System. We can learn more here, or questions, book a call with our team. So if you hit that little question, little link there, you're going to go off to a little form, talk a little bit about your business, and then you can sign up for a call. There's a call scheduling application or a call scheduling form where you can set up a call with our team. Cool. What you're going to receive, we got the masterclass, we got lead gen funnel setup, and then we got daily advanced ad management, 3 zip code exclusivity. First come, first serve. We do Facebook, Google, and retargeting. Some other stuff that is set up that is included in this offer. We got another testimonial. But the most important thing is right here. So it's this complete DFY program at $1,500 a month. So this is, you get 3 zip codes. You go through all the phases. And then if you want more than 3 zip codes, hit this button and you can select how many zip codes you want. And again, if you would rather talk to somebody, one of our team members, then just hit this button, fill out a form, and then go from there.
Cool.
So that is the page.
Thank you, Jason. Yeah. Guys, give Jason the thumbs up. That was cool, Jason. I'm just honored to make your acquaintance. The way you came through with Andrew. I'm like, Andrew, he's a boss, man. He doesn't tote himself like that, but he's a boss in the real deal.
Well, thank you. So what kind of questions can I answer? Any questions you got?
Roundup, get signed up. If you just go to doneforyou.com/Kris, and Jason, you don't have to commit to anything right now, but Jason's going to have his team talk to you. Daniel, thank you much for your love offering. Thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you. Members' questions will be answered first. Marianne, thank you for joining our membership. Who else we got here? Love Andrew. How to survey business manager. Chirihani. I don't know what that means.
Facebook's business manager.
I don't know.
Chirihani.
Tree honey. Please re-ask that question. I don't know what that one means. Carl, what is the monthly spend? I think you might have been talking about ad spend, no doubt.
That's a great question. So we prefer $1,500 minimum. $1,500 a month minimum. So, and that is largely because we want to get you enough deals so you can close your first. We want to get you enough leads that you can close your first deal in the first month. That's the goal. So $1,500 a month gives us generally like 10 to 12, 10 to 15 leads. So, which means that you should be closing your first deal, given the 1 in 9 that you're going to close.
I'm telling you,
that is the number.
Cool. Look at this. Somebody on here said they just hired you today. What in the world? How do we? Ed Middlebrooks.
Ed, there he is. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If that Ed he's a boss too. He's a boss.
He set up his onboarding call and the whole deal. So we're excited to have you, Ed. It's gonna be awesome.
Good for you, Ed. Roundup. I'm trying to bring you guys the movers. I promise. These are people that are hanging out with Ronald Grand, man. So I'm doing my best. Daniel, how long? Go ahead. Would you say how long does that last? I guess he's Well, Daniel, what do you mean? How long does that last?
It's probably maybe. So ads typically last in terms like their lifespan is like 4 to 6 weeks. So like your video is going to be good for 4 to 6 weeks before, you got to kind of drop in another video.
This is interesting. I usually get a million questions. I don't have many today. Kelly, DeLucia, missed the beginning. Is this for investors or realtors? And do you have ISA?
I'm not sure what ISA is, but either investors or realtors can use it. It's just lead gen. So this particular presentation was for seller leads, so getting people signed up who want to sell their house. But we've done plenty with realtors, finding buyers and finding sellers, too. So same premise, slightly different website, basically. But even Carrot has like pretty well out of the box stuff for realtors, yeah.
But Kelly, if you're a realtor, you're still looking for seller leads. I mean, I don't care if you own a house. We get leads that will qualify for investor.
Yep.
Some of those leads qualify for a realtor. I mean, it's really just about the lead flow. Jason, what would you say to that?
We have a lot of clients who are both realtors and investors. So it just even Steve is a realtor and investor. We got
Wait.
Yeah, so most of them default to the investment side because that's where they make most of their money.
Yeah.
But every once in a while, a deal comes through that they do list it at the broker.
Kelly saying ISA is people that call on the leads, or do you pass them through to, I guess, raw for us to call them, Jason?
Yeah, so our clients call them, or they have an acquisitionist that calls them. Most of our clients have an acquisitionist.
Yeah. You don't need an acquisitionist, Kelly. You can be the acquisitionist.
Yeah. We also work with Rocket Station for VA stuff too. So like a lot of our clients will end up sending them enough leads that they need 3 or 4 sales guys. So Rocket Station will help them gear up some outbound real estate stuff. So Rocket Station is also a client of ours.
So let me boil that down to where people can understand what Jason's saying with his internet geeky brain.
Sorry. So
people, virtual lead manager or virtual assistants, they're going to help you manage all this flow.
Correct.
Not Jason, but there are companies that will help. I got to boil it down a little bit for you, Jason. Go ahead, brother.
Yeah. So from a sales standpoint, there's the setters and the closers. So basically, Rocket Station will go through and put a couple setters and a couple closers on the account, and then the setters. The whole goal is just to queue up the sales call. The leads that come in, they call them back, and they get them to the point where they're asking buying decisions, and then they transfer them to a closer. It can be the same person, but Rocket Station is a place that you can go and get virtual assistants to do that very thing. As well as do a lot of other real estate related stuff.
Jason, what about the people that have no idea about this retargeting, about creating ads, about running ads, about scripts and all that stuff? Tell me about those people. Can you help those people? I want to know because for me, I'm in the house buying, renovating, and fixing up and long-term whole business. I'm just not into internet. I'm not.
That's literally our bread and butter is those people that you just described. Like, so let me walk you through like our onboarding process. Let me just walk you through this. Basically, what happens is we get on a Zoom call, and I'm like, okay, so what's your website? Well, sometimes they have one, sometimes they don't, sometimes they have a domain, whatever. So we just basically take everybody at the baseline of assuming that they have nothing.
Break it down.
We start with, some of them have websites, some of them don't, whatever. So we assume nothing. And then, we just kind of build them up on the onboarding call. So like I just take control of the screen through Zoom and, we log into GoDaddy, we set up a Carrot site usually. If they have those things, then we progress right to the ads and I give us control of the Facebook Business Manager, the Google AdWords account, the Google Analytics account. So that way we don't ever have to mess with. We just assign permissions to us from the very first call. So and whatever they don't have, we set it up. So like literally, I assume nothing from these, and I'm pleasantly surprised if they've run Facebook traffic in the past and they have an account that's set up. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. That's not something I have to set up today for you. So,
Gotcha.
so really, I mean,
Starting from scratch, beginner investors.
yes. Yep. Now I will say that from a tech internet lead standpoint, that's fine. But you do want to ask yourself, have you had these kinds of conversations
with sellers?
Right. Because it's not the, so it's not the lead things. It's not the,
lead flow.
Yeah. It's not the lead flow. It's not lead quality, but there's, when the first 3 or 4 or 5 sales conversations you have with anybody, they're going to be weird, so I like literally the first time I pitched anything it took me like at least 30 calls to like pitch something like on a phone call. Now it's just a Tuesday, so you do have to ask yourself, it's like, you gotta break through that eventually. You have to pick up the phone and you have to, close a deal. You have to have that conversation eventually. But you just need to know that, you're probably not going to close the first deal or the second or the third, mostly because you're still working your way through that conversation.
Yeah. So roundup, I just want people to know, even if you're brand new, you might want to get a little bit of negotiating skills first while you're doing this all set up. And you can get my real estate negotiating Bible book. It's on Amazon. So guys, you will have to pick up the phone. You can either stay in your current situation. You got to pick the phone up, whether the lead, regardless, you got to pick the phone up.
You got to have a conversation, and it can be a conversation with yourself. I've worked with public speaking guys, and they're like, just lock yourself in your closet and just talk to yourself. Get used to the words coming out of your mouth. Like, it sometimes that's all you got to. It's not all you got to do, but sometimes it's the best way to get started. Yeah.
Well, I like the thing about it is I'm we've done the texting and we still do that, but with this it's like the people are raising their hand, like, and I'm telling you, the last 4 we did were internet leads. So I'm like, man, I'm ramping up mobile and this, everybody's on all day on the phone. If you're not online, dude, I'm just like, you are just done. You're done. David, hey, from Orlando, how you doing, my friend? On average, per 3 zip codes, how many leads normally come per month? Also, what do you require besides monthly fee from me to keep leads coming every month? Good questions, Jason. David. Jason?
So on average, how many leads come per month? So it depends on the ad spend. Sometimes it's 30 leads to 50 leads. Sometimes it's 15 leads, but it's 100% dependent on how much we're spending. So if we're at $1,500 a month and it's $100 per lead, we're at 15 leads a month. If we're spending 3,000, it's 30 leads. If we're spending 5,000, then it's 50 leads. We have clients who we're sending, 80 to 100 leads a month, without breaking a sweat. So, and they're doing anywhere between 5 and 10 deals usually. What do we require besides monthly fee? Nothing. That's it, really. I mean, monthly fee and ad spend, but other than that, that's it.
Well, the thing is, once again, I want y'all to know I'm at the point in my life where I need to write a check. We need to buy whatever it is, just like we're doing a rehab. I need 10 2x4s. I need X amount of shingles. Boom, and it's done. Job's done.
Yep.
That's how I'm looking at stuff. And Ron Grant helped me with that. He was like, man, Kris, stop worrying about what it cost.
Right.
And it took me, I'm telling you, Jason, it took me a long time to understand that concept.
Oh, yeah. Me too. I mean, it's like when we moved in this house, it was like, well, I went and I'm building furniture and, stuff. It's a big house, so I'm building benches and, like bookcases and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, and then you start adding all that stuff up and you're like, well, you spent $100 in wood. You could have went to IKEA and bought the same thing for $130. Like that probably just would have been, or you could have spent $200 and had somebody bring it to your house and set it up for you.
It's over.
So is your time worth it? Well, of course it is now, but we're also grown-ups.
Well, it takes time. I just think it's growing as an entrepreneur. Look at my time. Yeah. I'm like, dude, what am I doing? Washing clothes, clean. I'm like, man, we just take to the people, they wash. Right. Daniel. So the monthly DFI plan is $1,500 a month through my link. Yes. Yep. Plus, we suggest you spend $1,500 a month on ads. Correct. Totally $3,000 a month, approximately.
Yep.
And some people may think it's a lot. Some people may think it's a little. For me, I'm like $3,000 a month. Boom. Even if I just make 5, if I did one, I mean, it's $5,000. You spend it,
Yeah. Yeah, it's I mean, a lot of it depends on what kind of real estate you do. So some of it makes more sense than others. Like if you wholesale properties, you collect assignment fees. The average assignment fee is what, $16,000. So you hold the paper for a couple weeks, and bam, $16,000. Is it worth the $3,000? Absolutely right. But if you rehab and you only do a one rehab every 2 or 3 months, then does it make as much sense? Probably not. You can probably put up bandit signs and get that rehab. It just depends on what kind of real estate investing you're in.
Can we cut this off? Say we want to fill our pipeline, Jason, and get 3 or 4 at a time and cut it off and on. How does that work?
We can do that. So we don't want to completely cut off ad spend.
Gotcha.
We don't want to go to zero. What we want to do is keep it at like $5 a day or whatever, and just let the data trickle, because once you cut it off, then the algorithms have to relearn. It's the same reason we can't go up really, really fast. We don't want to turn it off, because then getting started again is going to be a pain. But if we reduce to $5, and then we can go back to 5, we can go kind of put it in a hibernation period of $5 a day, and then we go 5 to 10, 50, and then we can start inching it back up.
Kelly, do you hit Bing too? I heard those leads are a bit more ready to go than Google ads.
Yeah, so Bing is interestingly, Ron LeGrand brought this up. So Bing, problem with Bing is it's only 14% of the internet traffic. So the other 86% of people use Google.
Gotcha.
So 14%, sure. I mean, it's the default browser, so there's some leads there. But is it going to be enough? I don't know. We have Bing running on a couple clients.
I get mad when my Bing comes on my computer. I'm like, I don't want this Bing. I mean, I don't mind using it, but it just, it gets slammed on it.
Yeah.
Chris Birch asking on behalf of the fam around it. What up, Chris? Can you create a Facebook ad account from personal Facebook page, or do they need to have a Facebook business page? Jason.
Yeah. So page is a page. So page is a page is a page, whether it's not like, how do I want to say this? So, I mean, you have your personal profile, which you have friends for, and then you have your page, which you have followers for. So, or likes for. So the page itself can be a personal page or a business page. We'd rather have like a business page, because the business page is going to be attached to all the ads. The personal page can be used for if you have a guru business, like an expert business, which we run a lot of those too. Mm-hmm. So personal page, personal ad account, business page for your real estate business, another ad account for that, so we can keep it separate. Gotcha. But yeah, so and all of that stuff is collected inside of a business manager, and then that way you can dish out access wherever it needs to go.
Cool. Debbie says, great info. I will check this out for sure.
Awesome.
Take a look at it, Debbie. Good for you. Daniel wants to know, is your monthly plan a contract, or can you cancel at any time?
You can cancel at any time. We prefer 3 months. 3 months is really kind of like, I mean, it's not the minimum, but 3 months, it's going to take, 4 or 5 days to get the system up and running, and then it's going to take another week or 10 days in order for the algorithms to learn, so we try to get 3 months, sometimes it doesn't make it that far. But 3 months is kind of where we try to be.
Yeah, Daniel, you're just going to take some time just to get this stuff set up. I mean, get it implemented, deployed. I remember when we first started using the internet, it's like, you want instant results, but you got to think about it like this. Direct mail, shit, man, we would send a letter out. You never know when that thing, you got a week just for the mail to get there. People sorting through mail, then you got another month, you got to follow up again. So
it's the biggest thing now is the algorithm. Like it's the ad networks have just gotten so smart. They got computers and the big brain data guys, in the background, like writing all these algorithms that it takes a little bit to learn, so.
Cool. Jason, that's all the questions we got for my roundup homies. Y'all smash that like button. Jason, what are your final thoughts for people that want to get in this business and kind of get their leads flowing and get those leads coming in? Everybody's needs lead. I don't know. I haven't met a person like, I'm good on leads.
Right.
Don't even holler at me.
Yeah, for real. Final thoughts. I mean, it really leads to the lifeblood of your business.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things that bandit signs aren't working as well as they are. Direct mail surely isn't working as well as it is. And you want to meet your prospects where they are, and they're online. They're on Facebook. They're going to Google and typing in, sell my house for cash. So you want to be in those spaces. So we're happy to help you get there. Just go to doneforyu.com/Kris.
Yeah.
If you want to sign up now, awesome. If you want to talk to somebody, there's those couple, right underneath the learn more button, right underneath the button at the bottom, you can go and set up a call. So either way works, and let us know what we can do.
Roundup. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure, brother Jason. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
My pleasure.
Yeah, Roundup. So listen, man, if you're looking for leads, I'm doing my best out here in the streets, looking for the best quality people to serve you. Jason has a team. I've already dealt with them. Email back and forth. I see how the system works. So go on over to doneforyu.com/Kris, or if you just click that link in the video description below, get signed up. Like this content, share with any other investor that are looking for leads, looking to get those leads in. Roundup, I'll see you soon. And register for the Wholesaling Academy. It's coming up St. Patrick's Day. I'll see you in the next video, Roundup. Peace. Jason, give me a second. I want to ask you a question.
Yeah, perfect. See ya.
Bye, guys.